बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अज़ीज़ तलबा व तलबात, आज हम जो लास्ट चैप्टर है आपकी सिलेबस का वो शुरू कर रहे हैं और वो है ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन। ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन आप ने पहले पढ़ा होगा कि ऑक्सीडेशन से क्या मुराद है और रिडक्शन से क्या मुराद है। आज हम उसको रिफ़्रेश करेंगे उन कंसेप्ट्स को, और फिर जो कार्बन के कंपाउंड के साथ जो कंसेप्ट जो है वो ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन के अटैच्ड हैं उनको हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे और कोशिश करेंगे कि आपको जो है वो ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन के कंसेप्ट जो हैं वो क्लियर हो जाएं और फिर आप ये आइडेंटिफाई कर सकें कि कौन सी ऑक्सीडेशन है, कहाँ पे ऑक्सीडेशन हो रही है और कहाँ पे रिडक्शन हो रही है। नाउ oxidation can be defined in 4 different ways. Number 1 is combination of oxygen is called as oxidation. Number 2 is removal of the hydrogen is called as oxidation. Number 3, loss of electron is called as oxidation. Number 4, increase in oxidation state is called as oxidation. तो 4 तरीक़ों से आप ऑक्सीडेशन को डिफ़ाइन कर सकते हैं। 4 तरीक़ों से। Increase in the oxygen contents is called as oxidation. Decrease in the hydrogen contents is called as oxidation. Loss of electrons is called as oxidation, and increase in oxidation state is called as oxidation. Now we are applying these concepts and see how the oxidation is taking place. Here a reaction is given where aldehyde RCHO is changed into carboxylic acid. Here only one oxygen is present. Here 2 oxygens are present with the carbon. So what is this? Increase in the oxygen content. So it is called as oxidation. Here you see this is C double bond C, and double bond is removed and oxygen is added. So here again in the product contents of oxygen are increased as compared to that of reactant. So this is called as oxidation. So when aldehyde is changed into carboxylic acid, or when alkene is changed into epoxide, then it is what? It is the oxidation. Now see these examples here. These example RCH2OH is primary alcohol. Primary alcohol is that alcohol in which the OH is attached with the carbon. That carbon is linked with only one carbon atom. So such type of the alcohols are called as primary alcohol. Now primary alcohol is changed into the aldehyde. So what has happened? Two hydrogens are removed from the primary alcohol. It is changed into aldehyde. So what is this? Decrease in hydrogen contents. Decrease in hydrogen contents from the reactant to the product is called as oxidation. So primary alcohol is oxidized into the aldehyde. This is called as oxidation. Now you can see other examples in which other definition of the oxidation will be applied. Here RCHOH is present. This is the secondary alcohol. It is treated with the KMnO4 and H2SO4. It is changed into 2R2CO. Aldehyde is formed and MnSO4 is formed, K2SO4 is formed and H2O is formed. So what has happened here? Oxidation state of the oxygen is -2, 4 into -2 -8, plus 8 is the oxidation number of the oxygen, plus 1 is the oxidation state of the potassium. So net oxidation state of the Mn is +7 in this KMnO4, and in MnSO4 the oxidation state of the Mn is +2. So what has happened? The oxidation state of the Mn in the reactant is +7 and the oxidation state of the Mn in the product is +2. So what is this? This is a decrease in oxidation number. Decrease in oxidation number. So decrease in oxidation number is called as reduction. तो MnSO4 की तो रिडक्शन हो गई, लेकिन सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल में क्या हुआ है कि यहाँ पे देखें CHOH है और क्या चेंज हो गया, R2CO, H यहाँ से ऑक्सीजन से H वो कार्बन से रिमूव हो गया है. Removal of the hydrogen from the compound or decrease in the hydrogen content is called as oxidation. तो यहाँ पे ऑक्सीडेशन हो गई है किसकी? सेकेंडरी अल्कोहल इनटू द कीटोन. Similarly, the chromium trioxide will be changed into chromium 6 trioxide is changed into chromium 3. So what is this? This is a decrease in the oxidation number. Decrease in oxidation number is called as reduction. So chromium trioxide is reduced into chromium 3. Now the oxidation can also be described as a reaction involving either loss of electrons or increase in the oxidation state. So Fe plus 2 is changed into Fe plus 3 plus electrons are given. So what is this? increase in oxidation number from plus Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3. Increase in oxidation number is called as oxidation. Increase in oxidation number is called as oxidation. So Fe plus 2, when it is changed to Fe plus 3, what is this? This is also oxidation. Now you have to find the compound whose oxidation state will change in the reaction. Whose oxidation state will change in the reaction, and then we have to find out that whether there is increase in oxidation number. If there is increase in oxidation number, that is called as oxidation. When there is decrease in oxidation number, that is called as the reduction. Now you can this one, this page you've seen. Now we come to this type, this reaction. So there are present a number of rules by which you can determine and calculate the oxidation state of an element in a compound in the reactant side, in oxidation state of an element in a compound in the product side. Very simple rules can be applied. And what is very simple rule which is applied for calculation of the oxidation state? In simple organic molecule, simple organic molecules are those in which hydrogen, oxygen, carbon and nitrogen and halogens are present in the molecule. Those are called as simple organic molecules. Now according to this rule, oxidation number for hydrogen is -1. Oxidation number for hydrogen is -1 because hydrogen is less electronegative as compared to the carbon. So electron will be attracted by the carbon from the electron will be attracted from the hydrogen by the carbon. So here -1 will be oxidation state for the hydrogen, oxidation number for hydrogen. Oxidation number for carbon bonded to the same carbon atom is 0. Oxidation number for covalent bond to heteroatom oxygen, halogen, etc. if it is present, then their oxidation state is +1. For halogen it is plus 1. For more electronegative atom, it is plus 1. For less electronegative atom as compared to carbon, it is minus 1. Then this is very important, underline and within the lines. Sum of the oxidation number of various atoms in the substance, or sum of the oxidation numbers of various atoms. Sum of the oxidation number of various atoms are calculated. But keep it in your mind that here the calculation of the oxidation state is the sum of the oxidation number of various atoms attached with the carbon. Here we are seeing some examples. This is RCH2OH. Hydrogen, one hydrogen has minus 1, two hydrogens are present minus 2. For the carbon it is 0, for OH it is plus 1. So what will be the sum? Plus 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. Now here that rule is not used, that here minus 1 is present, then as it is calculated, plus 1 should be for carbon, then it will be equal to 0. That is not the case here. That is utilized, that method is used in the inorganic, particularly ionic compound. Here in the covalent compound, more electronegative atom as compared to the carbon are given plus 1, for example oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. These elements are given the plus 1 oxidation state. So CO is present, O has plus 1 and hydrogen has minus 1, 2 hydrogen has minus 2. Now sum of these two is minus 1. In the primary alcohol, carbon has minus 1 oxidation state, and when it is changed into the aldehyde, one is the removal of hydrogen, which is called as oxidation, and other is here two bonds are present with the oxygen, so plus 2 plus 1 for one bond, plus 1 for another bond, plus 2 for two CO bonds, and one hydrogen is attached with the hydrogen, so minus 1. Sum of these two is plus 1. So oxidation state in the primary alcohol is of the carbon is minus 1, and the oxidation state of the carbon in the aldehyde is plus 1. So there is what increase in oxidation number, it is called as oxidation. Similarly, what is this? This is aldehyde. Aldehyde is oxidized into the carboxylic acid. Increase in oxidation content is called as oxidation. And second thing which we are seeing here is the oxidation state. Here C double bond O is present plus 2 and 1H is present minus 1. So net will be plus 1 oxidation state of this carbon. Here oxidation state of this carbon is plus 2 for these two oxygen double bond, plus 1 of this oxygen, so sum will be plus 3. So plus 3 is the oxidation state of the carbon in the product. So what has happened? Plus 1, 2, plus 3. What is this? this is increase in the oxidation state, or it is oxidation. It is called as oxidation. Now, when oxidizing agent is present, oxidizing agent will be reduced during the reaction, and reducing agent will be oxidized in the reaction. Different oxidizing agents have different oxidizing power. So we are seeing some more examples of the compounds. Here see the example of the carboxylic acid. It is changed into aldehyde. What has happened? Removal of oxygen is called as oxidation. Oxygen content is decreased, so oxidation content is decreased, so it is called as reduction. Oxidation, in oxidation, oxygen contents are increased. In reduction, oxygen contents are decreased. So there is decrease in the contents of the hydrogen. From the carboxylic acid is changed into aldehyde. So this is the reduction. Here you see the aldehyde is changed into the primary alcohol. What is this? Here again there is increase in the hydrogen content, so it is called as reduction. Here see the example. This is the primary alcohol is changed into RCH3 into alkanes. What has happened? Increase in the hydrogen contents, or decrease in the decrease in the oxygen contents is called as reduction. So again here reduction is taking place. Now converting an alcohol to an alkane is also reduction. Here see the oxidation. Here alkane is present. On oxidation it is changed into primary alcohol. Primary alcohol on oxidation will be changed into aldehyde. Aldehyde on oxidation will change into carboxylic acids. Now let us calculate the oxidation number of the carbon. Here 3 hydrogens are present, so it is -3 for 3 hydrogens, and for the carbon it is 0. Sum of the -3 and 0 is -3. So -3 is oxidation state in RCH3 of the carbon. Now see another compound RCH2OH. Alkane is changed into primary alcohol. What is the oxidation state of the carbon in the alcohol? +1 for CO bond, -2 for 2 hydrogens. Sum of these two will be -1 for carbon. So when alkane is changed into the primary alcohol, it is oxidation in this side, because here increase in oxidation increase in oxygen contents, decrease in nitrogen contents and increase in the oxidation state -3 to -1 is called as oxidation. And in this reverse reaction, what happens? Increase in the hydrogen content is called as reduction. Removal of the oxygen is called as reduction. And decrease in oxidation state is called as reduction. So in the reverse process, when alkane is changed into primary alcohol, then primary alcohol is changed into the alkane. This process is the reduction in the reverse process, and it is oxidation in the forward direction. Then see, the primary alcohol on oxidation is changed into alcohol. So what has happened? Decrease in the hydrogen content in the forward direction is called as decrease in the hydrogen content is called as oxidation. Increase in the oxidation number is called as oxidation in the front side, and it is in reverse, it is reduction. Here oxidation state of the hydrogen is calculated in this way: +1 -1 for hydrogen, -1 for hydrogen. But keep it in your mind that it is taken +1 in the inorganic compound for the hydrogen. Here we are taking -1 for hydrogen, -1 for the hydrogen. And hydrogen is what? Less electronegative than that of the carbon. Less electronegative as compared to that of carbon. So what has happened when primary alcohol is changed into aldehyde? There is increase in oxidation number, which is called as oxidation. And the reverse direction, it is in the reverse direction, it is reduction. In the forward direction, it is oxidation. Here you can calculate the oxidation state for hydrogen -1, for 2 oxygen +2, +2 and -1, it is +1. So what has happened? Again, oxidation number is increase in forward direction. So oxidation is taking place in the forward direction, and in the reverse direction, reduction reaction will occur. Similarly, you can see aldehyde is changed into carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid have highest oxidation state. How? This is +1, this is +1 and +1. So what is this? Plus 3, sum of the oxidation state of the atoms attached to the carbon is plus 3. This is the highest oxidation state of the carbon. Minus 3 is the lowest oxidation state of the carbon. Now the oxidizing agent must be reduced and reducing agent must be oxidized. Now you can calculate the oxidation state for different compounds. Here it is given, it is HCOOH. HCOOH is what? HCOOH is formic acid. In the formic acid, this is -1, -2, -3. +1 for this O bond, +2 for 2 oxygen, +3, -1 for hydrogen. So what will be net sum of the charge? Sum of the charges is +3 और क्या है कि हाइड्रोजन के लिए -1, तो नेट विल बी +2. Other example can also be seen, but keep the difference in your mind. We take oxidation state of the hydrogen as +1 in UL cases. Here we take the O halogen and electronegative atom as +1 and that of hydrogen +1 for electronegative atom and -1 for hydrogen atom. So you can calculate the different oxidation state of these compounds. Here you can see this is the lowest oxidation state and it is increasing, and here CO2 is present. In the CO2, what will be the charge? +4 on the carbon, +4 on the carbon dioxide. And similarly you can calculate the oxidation state of the element in the compound, and then you can understand in which cases oxidation state is increased and in which case oxidation state is decrease or reduction is taking place. I think you will be able to understand the oxidation and reduction and different definitions of the oxidation and reduction in the organic chemistry. Okay then, the office.